All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasu and SETI. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasu and SETI YouTube page, but the General SETI YouTube page. Two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. The link for the memberships right down in the video description is in the chat. All you have to do is just click it. You get a video introduction, run down on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasu and SETI General SETI YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. The General got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, 25 Steps to the Redemption, a definitive black manhood designed by the General himself. It's an amazing course. You can go over to the website, get a preview. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Roundtable live stream where the brothers meet once a week discussing very important, very powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. It's nothing like it. It's an amazing course. Get over there and check it out. Become a brother. Become a member today. That's right. Ring the alarm. KingSETI.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasu and SETI DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessory for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out the catalog, get a discount, shop and save and shop. That's right. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the General Olmec voyages of the Nile, when Kemet ruled the earth, Nubia, mother of ancient Egypt, Black Babylon, Mesopotamia. We talking about two from Naga to nigger, African origins of the Hindu Kush. The black woman is God, the making of the white man, and so many, many more amazing subjects. There's not another website nowhere on the planet that could compare, compete, become a member today. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come exclusive, over 500 exclusive live streams only to be seen on Patreon and Patreon only. We got that work. Like I said, it's 5 different tiers, levels for the family. You can join on whatever level you is for you, and I guarantee you that there's a treasure chest waiting to be open. So don't fret. Get over there, become a patron today, and get that work. All the family that donated to General, thank you. Those would like to donate, link right there in the chat. Click it, donate. I thank you and I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King SETI, General SETI, Sarasu and SETI. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Now, I don't know what is going on with this Cro-Magnon Neanderthal down there in Mississippi. Down there in Mississippi, this motherfucker then went up in an all-black damn club, drunk, yelling nigger, throwing up gang signs, and the fact that he's still breathing is a damn miracle. You see, it's a damn miracle that he's still breathing. You see, but stranger things have happened. And so, you already know what the outcome was. They done beat the damn brakes off of him. They done broke his jaw. They said they done put some poles on his ass and shit and all kind of shit. You know, and so, yeah, they had him on the news and they done stripped him. They done stripped him down and shit. They done took him back to the plantation. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with these motherfuckers, man. That Donald Trump syndrome has gotten these. Man, y'all gonna fuck around, man. Niggas ain't buying that shit, man. Now, that's an exclusive term, man. Only black people can use that term. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. We don't have to explain ourselves to you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think because we do it's a whole lot of shit. You know that my mom, when adults used to tell a motherfucker, even though it could not what I, don't it's not what I say, not what I do, what I say. You see what I'm saying? So you can, if you see adults doing something, that don't mean you could do it. You see, that don't mean you could do it. You have to stay in your goddamn place, and they know why can't you motherfucker? You lose your teeth. You fuck around, get your teeth knocked out. So that's just what it is. Get a goddamn shoe through upside your damn head, whatever which one come first. And so, yeah, so they still thinking that they can say these things and, you don't see, and we don't just up and just start calling them, crackers and shit and this, that, and the third. I call you Neanderthal. I could call you, you know what I'm saying? That's all I used to say. Until they's like, motherfucker, you can't stay on no type of internet. Because that was the first word that would come out my damn mouth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit, And, but I know what the situation is. You feel me? But neither here nor there. That man had no business taking his ass up in no bar, no club called CJ's. You already know. Niggas in here high and turned up. Then they're listening to that drill music and shit. Motherfucker in there listening to that Lil Jon and shit. You know what I'm saying? Tear the club up, And this motherfucker coming up in here talking about nigga pushing. So, man, listen here. He lucky he didn't get shot. You know what I'm saying? They had mercy on his ass because any of them, I'm telling you, they'd have been out there they'd have had to call the coroner. I'm telling you, I swear to God, I ain't even making this shit up. This is a true story. They'd have been calling the coroner. They'd have been out there with them chalk lines with your ass, with your silhouette on the ground some damn where with a lot of little red shit around it. You feel me? But here we're gonna go with the news report first, family. Yeah, this is crazy.
Reported beating of a man on Sunday morning had nothing to do with his club. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. The owner of CJ's Lounge wants to set the record straight, he says. The incident sparked local and regional outrage after it was first labeled a hate crime. WREG's Mike Sirianni spoke with the owner and has details.
And I'm saying out of my mouth that I'm not closing. I'm going to continue to exercise my beer license and exercise my privilege license from the city of Holly Springs as long as I stay in compliance with the city ordinance.
This notice from the city was posted after several code violations and following the reported beating of a Caucasian male outside the business early Sunday morning.
I'm not going to go back and forth about black and white. I'm just saying he was belligerent and aggressive and an agitator and got handled by my security.
At issue is what happened involving the subject.
Look at this shit.
Security camera video wearing brown shorts, a dark t-shirt, and baseball cap, who reportedly used
all of it,
motherfucker.
Man, listen here. I couldn't have took it. Just the fact of getting up, man, listen here. Just the fact of getting up and man, you couldn't, man, fuck that. No way. No way. Straight up. Y'all will have a GoFundMe up there for General SETI. Straight up. Ain't no motherfucking way. Man, we got to GoFundMe for SETI, man. This Cro-Magnon Neanderthal then got up in his face and shit, man, and shit went left. Straight up. No way. Ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucker. Soon as the frequency get loose, you know what I'm saying? Guillotine. Straight up. Soon as the frequency go left, that's all I can, you know what I'm saying? End the conversation. Ain't gonna be none of that. Frequency, none of that. We ain't going there. As soon as it, it's gonna get erratic. It's gonna get erratic, man. That's the only way we could deal with this shit. Them days were no, we not dealing with that. You feel me? Them days is over. Been over, family. I mean, real talk. Been over. I don't want nobody to think our people ever been no punks. It might be some motherfuckers you can, but it's always been the right one. You feel me? But it must not be tolerated on no level. These motherfuckers didn't let Donald Trump fuck their brains up to thinking that, you know, they could, we don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody cares about none of that. There's the line in the sand. Come across that motherfucking line, your ass gonna be dealt with. Period.
Against CJ's staff.
When the light came on at 2 o'clock with signals for everyone to exit the property, the party's over, he got upset and got in my security / managers. He got in his face and started saying, you know, derogatory language, using the N-word.
Fitzpatrick says the man was escorted out of the lounge but came back and was aggressive. He was reportedly seen in the parking lot outside CJ's throwing gang signs.
And they said
fuck around been leaking right there
on one of the other guys who was on the parking lot, and that initiated the fight outside, with his clothes being removed and so forth.
Fitzpatrick says to his knowledge the victim was not beaten with a stick or sexually assaulted, as investigators have suggested. He says what happened is unfortunate, that investigators have not asked to see his video.
To be honest with you, I have to be totally honest. I'm not here to clear up his name. I'm here to clear up mine and my business.
For your news leader in Holly Springs, Mike Suriani, WREG News.
Yeah, so yeah, he knew good and goddamn well, so he didn't went out. See, but the thing is, he went outside and went to tripping some more. He out there throwing up gang signs and shit. Still, man, listen, you getting dealt with. You getting dealt with. Don't come on here talking about that hate crime shit. You using hateful terms. That's a hate crime. Shit, that's a motherfucking hate crime to think you gonna walk up in a black man's bar and with all black people in there screaming nigga. You gonna get your wig split. That's just all it is. And if you're out there, you happen to be a Neanderthal, you happen to be of Caucasian ancestry, and you hear this, you better learn quick, fast, in a hurry that you're not gonna get away with that at all. At all. And if you attempt to do it, goddamn it, your people might be suing for you, but your ass gonna be in a box down somewhere up under this goddamn earth. You see, that's just the reality of it, because nobody is gonna accept that type of derogatory treatment in 2025. Just ain't gonna happen. Just ain't gonna happen. Go on about your business. Find you somewhere to be. You ain't got to be there. You can be wherever they over there playing that rock and roll shit and they beating their heads up on the wall and shit, doing all type of meth and all type of acid and, you know what I'm saying, sniffing glue and paint thinner and whatever the fuck you do. But, you know, that's where you could be. But if you come in that vicinity of black people with that derogatory racist shit that you always been, you always been known to do, listen, it's 2025. You feel what I'm saying? And you gonna get handled just like that. You feel me? Check this out.
Went down there into a bar in Mississippi.
You already know.
So this guy right here went down there into a bar in Mississippi. And when he got into the bar, they say he was already drunk. And I think it was black owned. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mind getting corrected. And started calling the people in there N-word. And throwing up gang signs, what he thought, was appropriate. They said them people in that bar stripped his ass naked and beat him with poles and everything they could find. And they said the police down there say this is a hate crime now. Even though he walked into that bar, nothing but black people. started saying what he said and thought nothing wasn't gonna happen to him. They said them people beat the brakes off that man. I don't know. Go and put in white man that walked into the bar in Mississippi and get the full story.
So he say he beat the brakes off his ass. You feel me? Yeah, they stripped him down and goddamn they walked on him and shit. Yeah, they used his ass for a dope mat. Yeah, lesson learned. You see? You know, that's just like them video, and at that moment, he knew he had fucked up. They should have an episode, and at that moment, he knew he had fucked up. You feel me? Yeah, he knew he had fucked up. I mean, these motherfuckers, man, it's crazy, man. They think they could do and say whatever the fuck they want to say and get away with it.
All right,
I'm going to put this brother up here. Let me put this brother up here. I'm going to hear his.
After he entered a very popular black-owned establishment in Mississippi yelling the N-word. Not only was he yelling the N-word, he was also throwing up what he called gang signs, mocking what he thought black culture represents. After the man was asked to leave several times, first of all, this man walked into the bar already drunk, okay? He was being loud, belligerent, bumping into people. He was going on for a few minutes before somebody actually asked him to leave. He refused to do so, so they ended up shoving him out the door. Now he's outside in the parking lot, and everybody's attention is on him, all right? That's the guy that just got kicked out of the bar full of black people, yelling out the N-word. He's throwing up gang signs, talking about this is what you guys represent, this is what you guys do, obviously trying to pick a fight. And a fight is what he got. But he may have bitten off a little bit more than he could chew. Somebody eventually ends up taking a pole, hitting him in the head with it. He ducks for cover. Somebody else comes in, pushes him on the ground. And then a bunch of people just start stripping clothes off of him. All right? Beating him with the pole. And then they just take everything he had in his pockets, everything he had in his pants. It was out of here. Now the man's on the floor cowering down, trying to stop the blows from hitting his face. But he didn't do a good job because he ended up with a broken jaw. His eye is all busted up. He's in the hospital right now. All right. Now they're calling this a hate crime. Okay. And they're actually calling it a hate crime on the people that beat up the man. Okay. A lot of people on social media are saying, hey, this is the other way around. This man participated in something hateful first and he got the reaction that he was looking for. And, you know, this is Mississippi. So the racial tensions over there are a lot different than in the rest of the country. So this guy ended up beating up. Now they're looking for people, and they shut down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to understand. Listen to me. And a lot of people got to know this. When you talking about rape, you know, you talking about lynching, you talking about some, you know, when you talking about some of the worst history of our people, it ain't none of it no good. All of it is all bad everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to undermine nobody's, you know, wherever the state, you know what I'm saying? God damn it, it was hell everywhere for our people. But Mississippi was the lowest, one of the lowest levels of hell in here for our people. You know, to where, you know, even at the time of fucking, I was watching the documentary where, you know, I believe Mega Evers was down there. Mississippi burning and all that shit, man, that was going on down there, man, even up into the 50s and even to today, a lot of shit still be going on in Mississippi. And so people it's just no turn down on that frequency. If you kind of in your own place and that motherfucker ain't said nothing to you, you know, that's cool. But as soon as a motherfucker cross that line, it's like, we can go from 0 to 100 real quick. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how it is, you know, because detentions is still as thick as it. As far as I'm concerned, I feel it. I don't have no mother. When I see it, it's the same energy that and them is some, and a lot of them is the same way. But Mississippi, man, is one of the bottoms of hell when it comes to that race shit. You know what I'm saying? You had to deal with them motherfuckers, man. Straight up. When motherfuckers show up, you got to step right there toe to toe. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no motherfucking cowering and just get ready. You understand what I'm saying? Get ready. You got that, give them, if they don't give me a bail, put me a couple dollars on my books and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Give me some goddamn ramens and, be able to put some, and whatever I got to get, you feel me? And get me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going down. You see what I'm saying? It's going down. It's going motherfucking down. I don't know how family, I've been that way. I don't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not playing with you, and I'm not gonna go easy with you because I already know where you come from. You feel me? Ain't no sense of going easy. Go straight to where because that's how they go. You know what I'm saying? And if a motherfucker already, in that demonic mentality, and you come in there with house shoes on, want to play with this bitch, want to walk soft with him and shit, he a motherfucker. He gonna wanna, he wanna come across the line. You see what I'm saying? So you have to let a motherfucker know straight up, like, you better find not look for another motherfucker. You better find your ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? For the option is be negated. You won't have that option. But to be able to come up in a black club, and I don't understand. He lucky he didn't get shot. You know what I'm saying? They probably knew what was gonna come with that. You know what I'm saying? But they most definitely was gonna teach his ass a fucking lesson and beat his ass up. That's at the minimum. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get beat up. You talking about a hate crime? Motherfuckers it's crazy because, these Neanderthals is notorious for getting drunk at bars and shit, man. If you go on YouTube and just look and be talking stupid to their own people, fighting and shit and want to fight and shit. So they know how these drunk ass hillbilly motherfucking rednecks is. They know. They ain't stupid. They know how they get down. And so you gonna come up and man, listen here. You know what I'm saying? They should have told him, you lucky you got out there with your life. You see what I'm saying? Because I tell you what, your black ass, go up in any white establishment in Mississippi, find you somewhere where there ain't no niggas. It's just Neanderthals, rednecks, and run up in there drunk, going off on them Neanderthals, calling them all type of crackers and shit and this, that, and the third, and see what they do to your ass. They won't find your ass. And they ain't gonna say shit. They ain't gonna even look for you. You see what I'm saying? They ain't gonna even look for you. They be making jokes like they know that nigga know he can't swim with no fan tied to his neck. Shit like that. They tied all type of metal and shit and throw it tied around your neck and throw you in the water and shit. And you go straight to the bottom and shit. That nigga know he can't, he can't swim with an anchor on his neck. They do all type of shit like that. So you know what would happen to you if you did that, but that's a hate crime. They just don't want to, they just don't want to see no Neanderthal get whooped on for no reason, even if he out of pocket. You see what I'm saying? Because they know they want to start some shit. And so if black people set a precedent in which is happening, that it just ain't going to happen that way, then, if you start, letting, if you let black people do, which is rightfully, that's their right to, we're not dealing with that, especially in Mississippi or nowhere else. But, this is like what you call ground zero. You feel me? This is like one of them areas that you call ground zero that, ain't no faking and flogging. You know what this shit is. Don't come up in here with that bullshit. Don't come up in here with that bullshit. But hey, shit, like I said, he lucky to be alive. Cause the motherfucker, man, all that getting up, even the push, the getting up in the face will not be tolerated. That will not be all of that. Bitch, back up. Bitch, back up. Back up. Straight up. Shut your mouth. Get your ass on up out of here. You see what I'm saying? It probably came out better, throwing a thing in there. I ain't say you got to look, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Give him a quick headache. You feel what I'm saying? Go and give him a headache real quick. Boop. Get your motherfucking ass on. You want to live. You want to breathe. Wake up and get breakfast. Get your ass on up out of here. You see what I'm saying? That's how you had to deal with this shit. And I've always told y'all, I'm not about, I'm about being as peaceful as I can when I can. I'm not about looking for nothing. But if that shit come to me, I'm going to see that shit. We 50, bitch, I'm going all the way. You see what I'm saying? I'm going all the way. That's all. And I'll tell you, because other than that, it would be really fucked up to have one white boy just come up in a club full of brothers and shit, and sisters and shit, and just, what he gonna do? We gonna let him punk the club and shit? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. We can't let him do that.
Down the club. The club is no longer operational. It's called CJ's Lounge. It was only open for about 3 months, but the police decided that this is a nuisance area. This is a nuisance spot. And the owner wasn't being cooperative with the police when they asked the owner for footage. They say, hey, listen, you guys are going viral. This man just got beat in front of your lounge. We need security footage so we can figure out what's going on. He refused to give it up. He refused to give it up, and they've been a bunch of stuff over there. Somebody got pew-pewed in his leg. There've been fights. They found firearms over there.
Oh, nigga, now you dry snitching, nigga. Now you over there. Oh, nigga, come on, nigga. Who is you? Now I hope you see me, nigga. Now, stick to the story, nigga. Stick to the story. Now you talking all of you over there dry snitching about a whole nother episode, nigga. God damn, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you talking too much. God damn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this nigga, he done went all on, this nigga done went and get to talking about something altogether different, nigga. Nobody tell you to go talking about what happened, motherfucker. You just deal with the issue. Walkie-talkie ass nigga. God damn, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the white boy, and then he get talking about it's a trouble. Ain't nobody ask you nothing, nigga. The issue speak for itself. He was out of line. That's all you need to say. But I tell you, boy, this is a learning episode, and I didn't even know he said it, but, I guess, you had to deal with shit as it happened. You just had to deal with shit as it happened. All right, family, we got another one up for the night. Before I get up out of here, I want you to come on, Black. We're going to talk about this Confederate Museum. I want y'all to hit that subscribe button out there immediately. Don't you goddamn get up off here without hitting it. I want you to get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Get on over there to Patreon, click that link, get over there and get that work. We most definitely going to turn up on Patreon tomorrow. I'm going to have a marathon for all my family. So if y'all looking for that, it's already 500 exclusive live streams over there now, already waiting on you that you ain't never seen before. So you can go on over there immediately. But I'm going to have, you can see the general live tomorrow on Patreon. The links will go up, and most definitely we're going to be in the house. So don't miss it. Click the link and become a patron today. I'll be right Black. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. And good brother, man, quit running off at your gums, nigga. Yeah, lock them gums, nigga. Stick to the issue and lock them gums. Black power.